Let me begin. Mr. William Sherrill Levi's. Is that correct? That's your name.
Yeah, Junior, but
Junior, yes.
I'm confused because I think when your father is senior and he dies, do you then stay junior or do you become senior?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Let me say welcome in Belgium.
Yeah.
You're here in Hasselt, the capital of the small county Limburg.
Okay. How many counties are there in Belgium?
We have two parts, the Flemish part in the north, and in the south we have a French part, but together we are 12 or 13 counties, I think.
You have two different languages
Yes.
or one? Okay.
In the north, where you're in the Flemish part.
Okay.
The same language as in Holland, it's the same, but when you go to the south, there you must speak French.
Yeah, all of the signage here and the writing is in Dutch.
Yeah, and we have also a very small part in the east side, German.
Okay.
Three languages.
Wow.
So when you go to school, we have to learn three languages.
Yeah.
But that's good.
You get carved up like a piece of meat when the wars come.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I can say, MITCH RYDER, that you're on the road again.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're doing your tour for Roof Records.
That's correct.
On the road again, that's the name of the tour.
That is a CD, platinum, and a DVD from the tour last year. Yeah.
Most of the shows are in Germany, just one here in Belgium.
Yeah, but it's because of the different promoters.
Oh, different promoters, yes.
I've been in every country in Europe, more than once.
I was wondering why we have to wait so long for Mr. MITCH RYDER.
Well, I did say we were here that one time before. I can't really remember the name of the club, but it does take a long time to get through here, especially with this new promoter. He's charging much more for the tickets than the previous promoters did.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I don't know how much that will help or hurt, you know. I do know this. It's one of the best shows in Europe right now.
For the show tonight, who is with you on stage?
Oh.
The same people as on the album, yeah, because we saw already Lady Laura Chavez.
Yeah.
We've seen her, we've met her in the club.
Is she what?
Laura.
Yeah, Chavez.
Chavez.
Yeah, she was in the club, yes.
Yeah.
But you're not doing the tour with the Dutch tour band? No, not anymore.
No.
No, that's past.
Yeah, the past is the past.
Yeah, okay. I must, for the Rootstein people, I must shortly introduce you. For the MITCH RYDER dummies, I call them. For the people who don't know you.
Okay.
You are born in Hamtramck. And in Michigan?
Yeah, it's a city inside the city of Detroit.
Yeah, okay. And your first band was not the most known band, the Detroit Wheels, but you started with
Well, prior
Tempest.
to that, there was the Tempest.
Tempest, yeah. But who gave you the name?
My original name was Billy Lee.
Yeah.
And at the age of 16, I recorded my first single on a black gospel label with black gospel musicians and singers. And I immersed myself in black culture because that was my choice of music.
Yeah.
And the only way to get to know that music is to actually be a part of it.
Yeah.
And so I neglected the white rock and roll scene and put myself in that position. And I thought it was a very wise move on my part. And it proved to be later on when I met what they were called the Rivieras, but eventually would become the Detroit Wheels. And they had a sort of rock and roll sensibility. And I had the urban experience.
Yeah.
And when we put the two together, it was a new sound in America.
Yeah.
And that explains why we had so many hits.
Okay. Mr. Ryder, why did you want to become a musician? Was it, do you think that you were destined to become one?
I don't know his destiny.
Because of, maybe
no.
because of your family or your...
Well, the family had a lot to do with it. My father sang on the radio.
Yeah?
And my mother was from the South, a very poor family, and they moved north during the war because that's the only way you get work. And my mom, God bless her, she quit school, I think in the 5th grade, I'm not sure which grade, elementary school, to pick cotton,
Yeah.
to help make money to feed the family, because the father was a drunk. He was a no-good man, and he would beat his wife, he would beat his children, he would beat his animals, and he was always drunk and angry. I don't know what was wrong with him. But I know he got into a fight in Detroit in a bar, and the man that he was fighting took his eyeball out, put it on the floor, and crushed it with his boot. So that's part of the way he was. He was just a no-good.
No good.
But my mom was lucky to get away from him.
Yeah. At this moment you are more than about 50 years in the business.
Way more than that. Let's see, I was 16.
And you released more than 30
more
albums.
Than 60 years. In the
More than
business.
60 years.
Yeah.
So I missed 10 years.
More than that.
What were the highlights for you when you think back in the past? What were the highlights? Were there moments that you say that was fantastic time?
I've had so many of them.
Oh.
I've had the pleasure of meeting artists that I was fans. I was their fan. I would buy their records. And when I became famous, over the years I had the opportunity to meet all of them and even perform with them. And so it was a wonderful, wonderful experience. But in terms of highlights, I think being inducted into the Rhythm and Blues Hall of Fame was a very big, important move for me.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, everybody wants to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I didn't really care for that. It's an overblown corporation who had an original mission, and they deviated from their mission, and now they become a sort of a tent, and they actually should call it world music or something, and just drop the name rock and roll, because it doesn't really represent rock and roll anymore.
No.
So I don't really care to be a part of it.
Yeah. Like I said, about 30 albums.
30.
Which of the albums would you recommend to us? What were for you the best albums?
I don't look at it that way. I look at it as an artist would look at it. You begin here and you try to make each one better and better and better. And you learn to produce on the way. You learn to write better on the way.
Yeah.
You learn everything about the business in the studio that you need to know. And that's why we had this single last year called With Love.
Yeah.
Produced by Don Was. It was a very, very, very good album. But we're working on one now that eclipses that by so much. It's so much better. And it will come out in July, I believe.
Oh.
And I'm using the same musicians I have in this band. And we've done pre-production, and it's very, very promising. The material is superior to anything I've ever done.
Mm-hmm. Your latest studio album was I think a year ago, With Love.
More than a year ago, but it's
More than a year.
released a year ago, yeah.
Yeah. It was produced by famous Don Was.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a difficult question, but do you think it's your latest or your, not, I dare to say your last album? No. No.
Well, it's hard to say, you know,
It's very hard to say
I'll be
that.
81 pretty soon, and nobody knows this answer but God.
But you are still working on new songs, on
Of course.
new ideas that...
I have 2 other projects at home waiting for me after I leave this tour. Okay, I mean, I have a musical stage play that I've written, and I'm completing the music on that. I have a book that I'm finishing, and I'm writing more material. I'm keeping busy because you have to stay true to your mission. And my whole mission was to improve myself as an artist, chronicle it as it went along,
Yeah.
and nobody can judge me. Nobody can say anything. This is what I believe. You cannot judge a man until he's dead and his work is finished. Only when his work is finished can you make a judgment about him.
You know why I ask this? Because next week it's your birthday.
Yeah, it's always been in Germany mostly.
81.
81, yeah.
You never think that's enough for me. I need some time to do something else.
There's too much to do to worry about that.
Yeah.
You know,
You like being on the road.
not so much the road because of my new health conditions, but I like writing and recording. Yeah, I will continue to go on the road as long as I can.
Yeah.
But for me, most of my energy is creative energy.
Yeah. Okay. I give you free promotion time. Can you tell us why people must buy the album? Or must buy an album from Mr. MITCH RYDER?
I'm a part of musical history,
Okay.
period.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm a part of it. I've influenced a lot of artists, so they tell me, in America. I'm surprised at some of the names that come up and say that I influenced them. I never knew this. And it really didn't matter to me, but it is an honor to have stars recognize you and attribute their learning experience to you. This is good news. It's happy news. It means I did something right. You know?
Yeah, okay. Do you listen also to the albums of your colleagues?
I'm very picky about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can give us a name. What are your idols or your people that you listen to?
Number one would be Bob Dylan.
Oh, Mr. Zimmerman, yeah. The one and only. Plans? Do you still have plans for the future, long term? Or do you have
I think we've answered that.
Or
Yeah.
do you still have what they call a bucket list? Things that you still want to do?
Nothing other than what I've already said. Just
Okay.
to continue to write and to sing and make records and go on that way until the last moment.
Okay. If you could do it over again, would you do it the same way?
I
Would
don't know.
Would you do
I
things
was,
different?
when I was in high school, I was an animator. Do you know what for cartoons? I was very good at it.
Oh.
And I was a very big fan of Walt Disney. And so I think it was my sophomore year in high school, my art teacher realized my talent, and he sent off a resume to Disney in California because at that time there was no Florida Disney World. And they liked it, and they said when I graduated they would take me to California and train me to be a part of their operation. So that's what I was doing, but then I discovered music.
Yeah.
So when I discovered music, it was overpowering. And because my father was a singer and my mother used to sing to me constantly when I was a baby. My mother was a little bit crazy. She wrote songs, and I was like 4 years old, and she would sing her songs to me and go, "What do you think of that?" And here I am, 4 years old, and I'm going, "It's good, Mom. You know, it's good." What can you say to your mother?
Yeah.
You know?
I have a final question, because they gave me 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
No, we actually allotted you 30
Yeah.
minutes, so that means you have no time left.
But Mr. MITCH RYDER, what have you learned from yourself by being a musician? Do you think that you became a different person by playing music,
Well, music is universal and it's a healing thing. there are some elements of music that are useless, they're dangerous, and they're ugly and violent.
Yeah.
There's no room for that in the world. What I've learned has made me a better person and more of a humanitarian than anything else. And the need to give and serve is paramount.
Yeah.
I don't want to take. I want to give.
Then my final question is, what will be on the set list this night? Do you have a fixed
Something that worked very well last night.
Do you have a fixed list in your head, or do you play?
Yeah, we've already done
Yeah.
that. We've had rehearsals and changed things around and, changed keys because they didn't fit. We've changed position because of the mood. And it's professionally put together.
Yeah, okay. Mr. MITCH RYDER, that were our questions, our Roots Times questions. We thank you again.
I want to say hi to your fans.
Yeah. We thank you a lot for your time.
Okay,
And we're sure that we are going to have a great show tonight.
wonderful.
Thank you a lot.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.